I caught my first trout here when I was 3 years old. Dad found a spinning rod in the river and gave it to me and took me fishing down at Brown's Bridge on the Big Hole and put me in a good spot, and he went up to fly fish in the riffle above me, and the way he tells the story, it was about 10 minutes until I was tugging on the side of his waders saying, I want to do it that way. And I've never spin fished since, so this has kind of been all I know.
Well, I've been fishing the Big Hole for 32 years. There really were very few fly fishing lodges in the American West. The sport was just starting to grow, and all of a sudden the movie River Runs Through It came out. I mean, it was a cultural phenomenon. The sport just exploded. Casting in the movie was so fluid and elegant, and people watched that and they said, wow, that looks fun. I'd like to try that. The Big Hole is one of the most beautiful rivers in the state. It's just a joy to be out there, and some rivers have more fish per mile, but there's very few rivers as beautiful as the Big Hole River. I mean, let's face it, we still have 2,500 fish per mile. And if you're patient with a dry fly, I've always thought that you'll be rewarded on the Big Hole.
My dad founded this lodge in 1984, and he chose this spot because of its proximity to so many beautiful rivers. The amenities have grown over 32 years. Our chef, Lynette Evener, has been with us for 20 years. We have that loyalty in our kitchen staff, and we have that in our guide staff. This was always a fly fishing lodge. It was always his plan to get you up at the crack of dawn and fish till you're exhausted and come home and go to bed. And it was hard fishing. The guide was pushing you to really learn and catch more fish by becoming a better fly fisherman. And that's a culture that my father created that shows through to our clientele.
Our guides are very patient, they're very experienced, they're fun to be with, and they're great teachers. So it's a good place to come to learn. To come to Montana and fish the Big Hole and stay at our lodge, we try to offer them calm in the storm where they can recharge and remember what it's like to be a child again.
When you think of a western Montana trout stream, the Big Hole River is what you picture. Huge, expansive valleys with eagles flying over and a beautiful dark-colored river meandering through wildflowers, and you're in the middle of all that with a dry fly catching huge brown trout. When they call Montana the last best place, the Big Hole River is its last best river.